Now, the launch of the Costed Action Plan for the implementation of the National Disability Policy of Zimbabwe 2024 to 2028 marks a significant milestone in advancing disability rights in the country. Zimbabwe has made considerable progress with the National Disability Policy in 2021, which laid the foundation for disability inclusion. Speaking today at the launch of the Action Plan, Minister of Public Service, Labour and Social Welfare, Edgar Moyo, said the plan outlines strategic interventions to address key barriers faced by persons with disabilities, including access to education and healthcare.
This plan outlines strategic interventions to address key barriers faced by persons with disabilities, including access to education, healthcare, employment and social protection. It also establishes clear timelines and responsibilities for government ministries and other actors, ensuring that disability inclusion is not treated as an afterthought, but is mainstreamed across all development sectors. The Costed Action Plan further sets out a financing strategy to mobilize the necessary resources for implementation, reinforcing our commitment to sustainable and impactful change. The government of Zimbabwe remains steadfast in its commitment to ensuring that no one and no place is left behind in our development agenda. Through this Costed Action Plan, we are reinforcing our pledge to create an inclusive society where persons with disabilities can fully exercise their rights, access opportunities, and contribute meaningfully to national development. The success of this plan depends on collective action and the whole of society approach. Government alone cannot achieve the desired transformation. We need the full participation of all stakeholders.
Still on disability issues, employment agencies have been encouraged to consider using favorable channels of communication when recruiting persons with disabilities. This came out during the Zimbabwe Business and Disability Network meeting, which was hosted by Site Savers in Harare recently. More in the following report.
The Zimbabwe Business and Disability Network was formed as a way to bridge the gap between the formal and informal sectors of the economy. Persons with disabilities will now have the opportunity to venture into business opportunities and sustainable projects.
So our intention is to expand the network so that we recruit more members, more companies to join the disability network.
Representatives for persons with disabilities said they will use accessible channels of communication when recruiting persons with disabilities.
The Economic Empowerment Project Officer is an intervention that was designed by Site Savers to economically empower persons with disabilities. It is to promote the employability of persons with disabilities in the wage sector, as well as to help persons with disabilities to establish their businesses.
So the network is there in its inception to make sure that we recruit as much members as possible, and to make sure that every private institution and every public institution really considers issues to do with disability inclusion.
Director of Federation of Organizations of Disabled People in Zimbabwe said persons with disabilities are not a homogeneous group because they do things in a different way.
We believe that this platform is a game changer in terms of the ability by persons with abilities to access the formal labor market, like I said earlier on, and also to access, finance from banks.
With the Zimbabwe Business and Disability Network targeting 200 stakeholders by end of the year, more employment opportunities will be created for persons with disabilities. For ZTN Prime, I'm Fatima Karueni in Harare.